humble abode. My phone interview is coming up shortly, and I'm practicing questions right now. So. Hello?
Bring me my purse. It's on the table next to my bed.
Okay, bye. Love you. Oh, my gracious. So, I'm very super nervous. I'm prepared. I'm confident I can do this. I will work at Disney. I'm prepared. I'm confident I can do this. It's officially 3:30. Okay. I need to clean these. Everything like that. Hello, this is Savannah.
Hi, Savannah. My name is Stacy. I'm calling from Disney. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. I'm calling for your telephone interview for the Disney College program. Is this still a good time for you?
Yes, ma'am. This is perfect.
Wonderful. All right. So we are going to be together today for about 20 minutes. I'm asking questions to learn about you and your work experience.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk about the roles you're interested in. Also, I want to make sure we've got any questions you may have about the college program. We'll do that at the end of the interview, okay?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
All right. And if you've never worked with a Disney company before, is that also accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you currently an international student? Are you a United States on student visa?
No, ma'am.
No, I figured as much, but certainly wanted to ask. Thank you. And Savannah, as you may be aware, all of our roles and our parks and resorts do require experience confidence by searching with your guidelines. Are you familiar with those guidelines? Would you like to review those with you?
Yes, ma'am. I've reviewed them online. I've done some research.
Fantastic. So are you receptive to following those guidelines if you were to be offered an internship with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. So for confidence purposes, do you have any tattoos, modifications like ear gauges or thermal piercings, anything unusual you're wearing a tank top or
I do not have any tattoos, and the only earrings I have are just the normal ones, the one hole in my ear.
Okay, that's just the one traditional piercing in the lowest part of each earlobe, it sounds like?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Yep, those are acceptable. So wonderful. You're making it too easy. And some of our roles as well may require you to operate a vehicle. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And so Savannah, I see that you are interested in our multiple college program here in Orlando, Florida. And it looks like for that program you are interested in our 5-month spring program. And if that's not available, you'll also be interested in the 7-month spring advantage. Is that correct?
Definitely, yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. Now on our job listing, we do have our arrival and departure dates listed on there. Did you have a chance to review those dates, or would you like to go over those now?
I reviewed them, yes, ma'am.
Okay, fantastic. So it sounds like you are receptive to those dates.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Now just as a reminder, those dates are subject to availability at the time of acceptance.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Before.
Yes, ma'am. I actually worked at a summer camp 2 summers back, and there were 8 girls, and we were in 2 different rooms, and we all shared a living area and bathroom and kitchen and all that stuff. So, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, living with 7 other girls, you know, it can get chaotic at times, but I feel like the biggest disagreement that we all ever had was, you know, over like who left their toothbrush on the counter or whose cup was sitting on the table. I feel like we were all very good, and we were very open, and we were very communicating, and we all knew how to compromise, and I feel like that was the biggest thing, and it was so great for all of us. And so we never really had a big disagreement because we were all very very communicating, and we all knew each other very well, and so I feel like it was perfect for us. I loved it. Yeah. Yes. So I'm a very, very social butterfly. I love talking to any and everybody, and so I feel like by working at Disney, I feel like it would be such a good opportunity because, you know, there are people from all over the globe, not just from Mississippi, not just from the United States, but from everywhere, and I feel like that would just give me such a chance to grow because I love, you know, new culture experiences and, you know, getting to meet new people and, you know, putting smiles on people's faces, and I feel like Disney, like that is the epitome of what Disney is, you know. is making magical memories for everyone, and you know, just getting to meet new people and new cultural experiences. And I feel like that's what sets Disney apart from everybody else. And so I'm very excited about the opportunity. That is correct. Yes, ma'am. So, by working in a daycare, my major is elementary education, as you said previously, and by being a 4K teacher, it's been such an eye-opening experience because you get to, you know, communicate with the kids, and you get to make meaningful memories for them at a young age, and I feel like it's so amazing for me, and I'm such an outgoing person, and so I feel like you have to be an outgoing person whenever you're working with children, and I feel like that has helped me so much, and I think it's going to help me in my future endeavors as well, being an elementary educator, and I know that Disney can help me with that as well, because, you know, you're talking to kids every day. You know, there are thousands of kids that come in and out of those parks. Oh, yes. I love the fast-paced environments. I'm a very busy person. I love to be on the go, and so I feel like working in fast-paced environments is it's healthy for me because it's what I've always known, and it's what I'm accustomed to. And so, especially working at a daycare, you have to be accustomed to that. And so, yes, ma'am, I'm very comfortable working in the fast-paced environments.
Now, I know obviously working with kids, sometimes accidents happen, and so I work with kids.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my gosh, you have your pleading, so okay. So I know that accidents are unavoidable sometimes, but you ever had to respond to an emergency or emergency situation before you did? How did you react to that?
So this isn't when at the daycare. I nanny sometimes for a few families that are in my area. I babysit for them. And one day it was me, and they have a 7-year-old and a 1-year-old. And me and the 1-year-old were sitting on the couch watching Mickey Mouse because that's what we did every day. And the 7-year-old was playing in his room, and I looked out the front window and I saw a man walking in the front yard. So my heart immediately starts pounding. But the first thing I did was I called the parents because, you know, you want to make sure that they're not somebody that they know, and you want to make sure that they are aware that there's a person at the house. And so immediately the mom called the dad, and it turned out it was fine. It was one of the gardeners that we didn't know was coming that day. But I feel like in emergency situations, you know, you just have to stay calm, because if you're in a state of panic, then everybody's going to be in a state of panic. And so I feel like that is the key to emergency situations. And even at the daycare, you know, whenever a child scrapes their knee, you need to make sure that you remain calm and you let them know that everything's going to be okay. And so I feel like remaining calm is the key in emergency situations.
Especially as we're kids, they get that little scrape on their knee, all of a sudden they think they're losing
Oh, yes.
their mind kind of blows it out of proportion a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
You're okay, let's get cleaned up, and yeah, that's what they like. Yeah, if they like to do a massive benefit, like they really need necessary.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So, Savannah, I know working though with children, I know sometimes as parents feel a little bit overbearing at points in time, so tell me about the time that you had to handle a difficult customer situation or difficult parent situation, and what did you learn from that situation?
We were coming at it with love, you know, we were not coming at it in a harsh way. And so something that I learned from that was definitely just the way you talk to people, because even though I remained calm through the entire time, you know, one little word can throw off the entire conversation. And so I feel like definitely it's just, you know, the way you talk to people, because it has such an impact on not only the way we feel, but on the way the child feels, the parent feels, you know, your boss feels. And so definitely just the way to talk to people is something that I learned from that experience. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, yes. Oh, definitely. Like you said, you know, I'm from Mississippi, and so one day it's 90 degrees and the next it's 40, and so I'm definitely receptive to the weather change and, you know, the long periods of standing and walking. I definitely am.
I think you also have a lot of independent work you've done as well in your role. So do you have a preference for working more on your own or more with a team, or really don't have a preference, you can go either way depending on what the situation calls for?
I feel like I definitely work better with a team just because, you know, I thrive off of relationships, but I have worked independently before, you know, not only at school, but, you know, with being a teacher at daycare, because you know sometimes you're on your own in the room with the children. So I lean more towards a group setting, but if not, you know, I'm perfectly fine with that because I have experience in both. Yes, ma'am, definitely. Not necessarily something that I would say would best suit me. I've always been around pools. You know, my grandparents have had pools, and I worked at a camp last summer, and you know, we went canoeing, and so I'm very comfortable in the water, but it's not something that I would say I am comfortable enough to, you know, just in case something happens with someone else. It's not something that I'm 100%, you know, positive in. Yes, ma'am, definitely. Yes, I would definitely, you know, tell them that, you know, Mickey Mouse was going on a field trip with Minnie Mouse or something like that, and I would tell them different times and locations that they can meet up with Mickey Mouse around the park, whether it's in the same spot or maybe if it's, you know, in their hotel. I would make sure that they knew that they would get to meet up with him another time. You know, he was just going to feed Pluto or something like that at the moment. Yes, ma'am. I used a DSLR and then a Canon Rebel. Yes, ma'am, I am. I think I would definitely tell them that, you know, they don't have to purchase it. It's just for memories being made. And if when they get home they realize they love the picture, they have the option to purchase it, but it's not mandatory. And then I would also give them like the discount rates, or not the discount rates, but the rates of the pictures. And I would explain to them that it's a great deal, but I wouldn't force it on them, definitely. Yes, ma'am. I am. Growing up, I'm a big sister. I have tons of little cousins that are girls and my little sister, and so I've always loved doing their hair and, you know, fixing them up, and so yes, ma'am, I'm very receptive to that. Yes, ma'am, I am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we are going to be sending communication to your dashboard on the Disney Career Portal where you apply. So what's going to happen is there's not going to be any changes to the dashboard until that final decision has been made. So it's still going to sit in that in-process stage until we make the final decision.
Okay.
Yeah. So you may hear from us, though, regarding your status within the next 2 to 3 weeks. However, it may take until the end of October for all of our final decisions to be made. So with that, though, certainly we want to make sure that you are made out of your time.
Okay. Yes, so what courses are offered at the Disney College Program? I saw some on the website, but do you know like if there's any that would interest like an elementary ed major? So for some reason at the end of my video, my camera cut out, and I don't remember that happening, but now that I'm editing my video, I'm noticing that. So I'm just going to tell y'all a quick overview of what. So towards the end of the interview, really all we talked about was the questions that I had for her, and you saw some of that. I asked about my education, and she kind of just told me where to go look for it and everything, and then she told me when to be checking my dashboard, and what I should be expecting in my email and all that jazz. It really was not anything important, but I just want to put that in there because I didn't want y'all to think that I just like left something out that would be monumental, because it really wasn't. Okay, bye y'all.